What exactly is awakening? What does it mean to be spiritual? What is the fifth dimension? What is all of this? Honestly, you are experiencing what's called the shift, right? We are shifting from the third dimension, right? From the perspective of duality, living in a material universe, the simulation, the mind construct of this matrix itself is the third dimensional prison, right? And here we are shifting into 4D, which is the bridge, the astral, the idea that you are not just this body, you are not just this meat suit, you are so much more than that. And then finally, you find yourself in the fifth dimensional perspective of life, finally tapping into that infinite consciousness, aspiring to the infinite cup. You know exactly what I'm talking about. This is not just some fake, new age hippie stuff. No, this is exactly what's happening right now in 2022 as we experience even more conflict, more really unnecessary things on the surface are happening, right? This darkness isn't going away anytime soon, right? And here we are, immersed in it again and again. And why? Very simple answer. It's because of this shift. It's because of this great awakening. It's because we are here to wake up. It's just that simple. Whatever you think is happening right now, as far as the matrix, as far as the control, whether it's your job, whether it's the food, the prison planet that we live in, whatever that thing is that is keeping you from awakening, is only a trigger point, which your higher self is actually showing you the exact detail, the exact thing that is necessary as far as what you need to do to wake up, to enter the next level of the game, to break free of that samsara, the cycle of birth and death, to actually go beyond this material universe and just your personality and your identification with this human body and go into what you are actually supposed to do as the infinite spirit soul. That's it. That's what your exact homework is from now on. For those of you that are just new and you're brand new, you're like, what is the Great Awakening? What is this all about? Your homework is to detach from that personality, to self-identify with something a little bit more expansive, a little more infinite, something that is going to fulfill you to that deeper level of yourself, something that is going to make you want to wake up in the morning and just be aspired, right? To just support the highest good of all. You see, your soul is attached to the oneness. That fifth dimension is the place of oneness. You and I are actually one. We're not separate. Now, if you believe that you're separate, if you're like, oh man, this is just some, hippie dude with some beard and, talking nonsense or whatever, right? That is the separateness, right? That is the ego. That is the personality that just wants to separate and identify and label everything. Once you let that part of yourself go, you'll be surprised how expansive you truly are and what exactly can happen when you start manifesting from that perspective as the infinite soul that is tied to the higher self instead of getting trapped with this very limited lower vibrational view of life. And to be all honest with you, I'm here to free the shackles, right, from that matrix control, that environment, this programming that we were all dealt with is not meant for us to achieve higher consciousness. In all honesty, it's doing the exact opposite. It's creating a lower vibration on purpose, right? So people are getting trapped into that lower vibration over and over again. And this is not necessary. This is artificial. So you have to ask yourself a very simple question. Do you want to go in tune with this artificial reality? Do you want to be a part of this metaverse? Do you want to be a part of this digital age 100% and have some Pokemon Go avatar in this world? Or do you want to be a part of something bigger, something natural, something that has always been there within you all along? You just have to cultivate it, right? We can't expect to harvest those fruits after planting the seed. No, you have to water it. Right? Water it with compassion, water with questioning reality itself, questioning everybody, even myself, whoever you look up to, whatever you're putting into, question everything, especially the political leaders, especially quote unquote spiritual people, everybody. All right. Your true higher self is the guide. Your true higher self has always been there 10 steps ahead of you, pushing you, making sure that all will be okay. Trust that energy, trust the guides, the angels, this mysticism, right? Because now that you know that you're multidimensional, now that you know this is not just some new age spiritual mumbo jumbo, this is real. We're talking about the third eye here. We're talking about going into Kundalini energy. We're talking about aspiring, right, to new earth, getting out of the old paradigm and these old constructs of this matrix control and all this lower vibrational stuff that everybody's tired of, and get in tune with this great awakening. Get in tune with the real you. Get in tune with everything that is a potential. You see, you know the potential now. You know what you could be manifesting and how you could be living. And that's why this avatar is so unhappy and you're experiencing that depression and anxiety and overwhelming energy all the time. You see, these marketing tactics, this digital age is piercing us in every way, shape, and form in our modern life. So you have to create a life that is around it. You have to actually do something different. And I know that's not easy. I know that's going to be actually very difficult. And I'm here to ensure that everything will be okay again, right? Because those constructs of your mind are just the limitations. That's it. It's coming from your mind, trying to keep you into that survival mode, trying to keep you into that lower vibration. That's it. We're not here to survive anymore, family. We are here to go way beyond surviving. It's 2022. It's time to thrive. It's time to recognize the infinite self has always been there. All you have to do is go through these obstacles, understand that this matrix control isn't going anywhere. And you have to work through it. You have to create new earth. You have to create solutions, get out of that consumer mode and step into the real God self, the real infinite self, which has always been within you. Everybody knows that the depth that they're being, that this material universe is not all that there is. This simulation, this matrix control, whatever label, whatever you want to call that thing, that's not really you. Go beyond that. And you'll find yourself at home once and for all. Until next time, guys, infinite love, infinite peace. I'm out.